What's going on, Park Hoppin? Tugs here. I am back, and I am bringing news with me. I honestly, I don't know why I thought this, but it has been 2 years since we've heard any information about the overhaul, revamp, redo, whatever word you choose to use, of Splash Mountain being turned into a Princess and the Frog themed ride. It's literally been 2 years. Mum's the word, friends. And I thought, for some reason, that maybe Disney just kind of, if we don't talk about it, maybe they'll forget about it kind of thing. Like, just like, let's put it off to the side. But no. Nope. We have news. We have a name. We have a logo. We even have an opening date, kind of, sort of, time frame thing. Let's get into it. Breaking news. Tiana's Bayou Adventure ride announced to replace Splash Mountain. Disney officially gives opening time frame. So what happened yesterday was there was an Essence Festival of Culture in New Orleans, and Disney, during that festival, Disney announced that the replacement of Splash Mountain, inspired by the Princess and the Frog, will be called Tiana's Bayou Adventure. So they were removing a moment of silence for the mountains. We have lost our brother. Splash is gone. Only 2 remain. A moment of silence. Anyway, the new ride will replace Splash Mountain at both Disneyland and Magic Kingdom. The story of the ride is that Tiana, with Naveen and Louis, that's the alligator, sets off on a journey to host a unique Mardi Gras party. Guests will be active participants in the ride, and it will end with the ultimate Mardi Gras party. So it will end with the ultimate Mardi Gras party. So I guess you go down the waterfall, and then the end, as you get to the end of the ride, that lasts after the waterfall, that lasts, I guess that's the party? Or do you slide into the party? Interesting. Okay. This is a new concept art they shared with us as well. We've got the alligator, that's Louis, Naveen, Tiana. There's in the back there, you've got Disney guests in the boat. The log, it looks like they're keeping the logs. That's pretty cool. And then he's got the silhouette, the bear with the guitar. Is it a guitar? It'll be interesting to see which of these animatronics that are already in the ride they keep and which that they revamp. That's going to be interesting. Let's continue. The attraction will have new music inspired by the film's soundtrack. There will be new characters alongside the characters from the animated movie. Based on silhouettes of the characters in the concept art, these guys in the back here holding the instruments, at least some may be redressed audio animatronics from Splash Mountain. Interesting. Disney did not announce when Splash Mountain will close, but Tiana's Bayou Adventure will open in late 2024. Tiana's voice actress Anika Noni Rose accidentally leaked that time frame a few weeks ago. Whoops. So we got only 2 years to go. I imagine that means Splash Mountain will probably close sometime in 2023. That would be my guess. Interesting. Then the article goes on and says the Tiana Reimagined panel later today will showcase news of Princess and the Frog and reveal of Tiana's new look. So that brings us to this second piece of information. Let me scroll back up here to the logo. There's our logo for the ride, Tiana's Bayou Adventure. We've got a gold Tiana and then the greens with the lily flower in the O, firefly lights. This is actually, it's really pretty. I think that it looks nice. We're all still going to call this Splash, probably, to be honest. Old habits die hard, but this looks really pretty. This article here also goes through, there's a video on the Disney YouTube that goes through behind the scenes about Walt Disney Imagineering's research trip to New Orleans for the ride. I guess to make it more authentic. That's pretty cool. And we've got our first look. There's this Tiana statue here. I don't know if this is going to be in the ride or if this is just at this place that they're in. That's really pretty. Let's see. The panel featured Carmen Smith, who is the Senior Vice President of Creative Development, Product/Content and Inclusive Strategies. Woo! That is a title. Goodness. Tarita Carter, Executive Producer of Relevancy Activations at Walt Disney Imagineering. Ted Robledo, sorry Ted, I never get your name right, I'm so sorry Ted. Executive Creator at Walt Disney Imagineering. And Stella Chase, who is the daughter of the late chef Leah Chase, who inspired Tiana's story in the movie. Are you with me? So this panel, they were together, and they said, in many ways, Tiana's Bayou Adventure is a love letter to New Orleans. Like the musical city that inspired this attraction, Tiana's second act is about a community working in harmony to achieve something extraordinary. She reminds us of an immutable truth that we can all relate to. If you do your best each and every day, good things are sure to come your way. And that's a melody we can all sing along to. If that's not, that sounds so rehearsed to me. Goodness. Disney describes Tiana's Bayou Adventure as a musical adventure inspired by the beloved story and characters from the fan favorite film. Picking up where the film left off. Okay, so it's a sequel. More information. Guests will join Princess Tiana, Naveen, and jazz-loving alligator Louis on an adventure through the bayou as they prepare to host a one-of-a-kind Mardi Gras celebration where everyone is welcome. Along the way, guests will encounter familiar faces, make new friends, and travel through the bayou to original music inspired by songs from the film as they are brought into the next chapter of Tiana's story. So, there you have it. Those were announced yesterday. We've got the logo, the name and the logo. All of that was announced pretty much back to back at this panel for the Essence Fest in New Orleans. Mostly what I've seen on social media is everybody's kind of upset about the name because it's kind of underwhelming. I get it. People are arguing about that. To be honest with you, though, if anybody knows anything about us Disney fans, is that will always and forever be called Splash. You gonna go ride Splash? Yeah. It's old habit. It's gonna die hard. If anything, it'll also be called Tiana. Did you ride Tiana's ride? Yeah. Okay. That kind of a thing. So the name is what it is. What makes me sad about the name, on a personal note, is that now we've lost a mountain. You know, you had Thunder Mountain, Space Mountain, Splash Mountain. The mountains. No longer. It's no longer. Looking at the comments here on Walt Disney World News' today, their article, we've got this person that says, I'm thinking they're going to extend the Adventureland boundary to Splash, which they would almost need to. The thing about Tiana being in where Splash Mountain is, it doesn't work. New Orleans Square is not, it doesn't flow. New Orleans Square is over here, and Frontierland is over here, and then in the back is Splash Mountain. It has nothing to do with anything else, and the theming just doesn't work. It was going to be interesting to see how they set that up, because the theming just is all over the place. We got Joseph with the slave, save Splash Mountain. Lauren says, boo. Steve says, Tiana's Bayou Adventure will open in late 2024. Translation, Tiana's Bayou Adventure will open in late 2026 after being closed for 3 years. That's pretty funny. I don't like them taking away the mountain theme. I have seen this complaint. I have seen this. There's no mountain. They didn't call it Tiana's Mountain. Nothing like that. There's some people that are kind of upset about it. Kyle here says, I was hoping they would retain the Splash Mountain name in some form. That said, I'm glad they went with a relatively short and straightforward new name for the attraction. That's a good point. John here says, ironic how the Disney Parks blog article reads, Disney is conducting extensive research to ensure Tiana's Bayou Adventure preserves the heart and soul of the city that inspired Princess Tiana's story. Do not see how you are going to spin a mountain out of research in New Orleans. Bottom line, Disney is desperate to appear woke to virtue signal, but only while expending the least amount of money. If they truly wanted to put their money where their mouth and supposed high morals are, they would create a custom attraction from scratch rather than reskin a 30 year plus old ride. Now that is a valid argument. There's mixed reactions about all of this. New Orleans doesn't have mountains, for one. I think there's like one peak that's considered a mountain, but there just really isn't mountains in that area, so that's going to be interesting how they spin that. New Orleans Square, like I mentioned earlier, is nowhere near where Splash Mountain is, so you're doing a New Orleans themed ride that's nowhere near New Orleans Square. It's just all a jumbled mess. But yeah, we really just have a lot of mixed reactions to this, but that's the announcements we have. After 2 years, we finally have a name, we finally have a logo, we finally have a tentative release date, 2024, so expect Splash Mountain. My guess would be Splash Mountain will close at some point in 2023. So if you're headed to the parks, ride it as many times as you can. Get it out of your system because she's gonna be gone. She's gonna be gone real soon. That's all I have for you today, guys. Let us know in the comments what your opinions, your thoughts are about the name, about the retheming, about the ride, the logo, all of it. And we will catch y'all later. Bye.